show down the first third base line is where we are. Good to see you. Derek Jeter, David Ortiz, Alex Rodriguez. I'm Kevin Burkhardt. What did we just watch for the last 7 hours?
I have no idea. I mean, what an incredible, incredible game. Look, over 600 pitches. The four of us are here fatigued. Imagine how those guys feel. But look, the bullpen came in as the perceived weakness of this Dodger team. They were heroic. Obviously, Ohtani on base 9 times and Freeman do what Freeman does.
It was, look, we saw a little bit of everything. Some of it you forgot because it happened 6 hours ago. We saw good defense, bad defense. We saw Ohtani getting on base 9 times, like you said. We saw missed opportunities. We saw great pitching. Everything you'd want to see in a baseball game, we saw it tonight.
We saw 2 games in 1, guys.
We did.
2 games in 1. Offense, defense, pitching. I mean, it seems like even the Dodgers being the team that's a favor, it seems like the Blue Jays are putting up with the fight. It was a great game tonight. Everybody bring their best to the table, but man, then Dodgers, they got always some way. They always found a way to hurt you.
Last year, after the Freeman Grand Slam in Game 1, it felt like, even though it's Game 1, boy, that's a tough thing to come back from the Yankees. They obviously didn't come back from it. This is a tough one to come back from if you're the Blue Jays. How do they come back from it?
So tough. I mean, we talked about it after Game 1, and that sometimes you lose a blowout, and it's so much easier to delete, move on to the next day. Mookie Betts said it in his postgame. But yeah, I thought coming into this game, and we were talking a little bit in the green room, that I thought the Blue Jays, the Dodgers could afford to lose a game like this much more because of their experience, their pedigree. This was a Mike Tyson uppercut, and this is going to be very tough. But look, they've done it all year, but this is a tough one.
And this is a heartbreaker. I mean, this is one of these games that if you end up losing this series, you're going to look back on it and say, if we would have only won Game 3. Both teams had their opportunities. But look, that's the mark of a champion. They figure out a way to get it done. Even though, like we said, they left a lot of runners on base, they got it done, and that's what they do.
They usually do. In a wild circumstance, Shohei Ohtani, who breaks the all-time record on base 9 times and is pitching in a walk-off tonight in the 18th. It was Freddie Freeman who hit a walk-off home run in a Dodgers dramatic 6-5 win. Welcome to the postgame. Thanks for flipping over to FS1. Derek Jeter, David Ortiz, Alex Rodriguez, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. There were so many things that happened in this game so long ago, Derek. You almost forget all the circumstance to get us here, and then bang, next thing you know, you're in 18 innings, and Freddie Freeman hits a dramatic home run.
Man.
Let's bring over Dave Roberts. Why not? Dave's going to come on in, see if he still has any voice left after talking his way through this one. And so Dave will sit down and Dave, it's late. How you doing, man? Wow. What a win. What a win.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable. Dave, it is crazy that 7 years ago, also Game 3 here at this stadium.
I know, Max Muncy told me.
That is unreal, right?
It's unreal.
I mean, really is.
Who had the call? We're going to, it's not, we're going to play again
up?
tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to play again tomorrow.
Today.
Today.
Again today.
I'm curious though, with the Marine layer, it felt like coming in. We had a couple balls, right? Will thought his was gone. Teoscar looked like that could go. Did you think that someone was going to have the strength to get it out of here tonight?
You know what? I didn't know, man. And, that could go down as one of the greatest games of all time. Or, it was ugly there for a while there, but, it's one of those things that I do believe that the 2 best teams in baseball are playing in this series and the 2 toughest teams. There's a lot of character right there. And, you saw what Lauer did. You saw what Will Klein did. We had, Henriquez, who was an A-ball last year. He's pitching huge innings. Robleski and obviously Freddie being Freddie, but, sign of perseverance, huge freaking ball game. I'm trying not to curse right now.
It's late.
We're okay. You can do whatever you want.
Dog, let me ask you a question. I mean, you got to be so proud of this unit. I mean, this is one of the best wins of Dodger history, you got to say. But talk to me a little bit about Freddie. I mean, the guy, he's been jumping a little bit, whatever, and here he comes. He almost hit another one. He had 2 hard balls before that. Tell me what this means to you and this team, what Freddie means.
He's the glue of our ball club. I think that every team needs a captain, a glue guy, a leader, a guy who does it the right way, and everyone can follow suit. And yeah, he's not swinging the bat as good as he always has. But you know what? 8, 9, 10 at bats. He still kind of sticks his nose in there, used a big part of the field, and took a lot of good swings tonight. And, we thought last year was the biggest swing in Dodgers history with Gibby. And, he's pretty much topped that one too.
Dog, you play in the big league for a long time, and you have been able to manage a lot of great players. Have you ever seen anything like Ohtani before?
You know what? I'll tell you this, and playing with you, there's no bigger clutch player in the postseason. I play with Barry, but, to see, Schneider walk here with nobody on base to make sure he doesn't beat him,
about your starting pitchers. We were joking the other day, and I said, you look much younger this year. You're sitting back. You're sitting back in your seat.
I mean, Alex is easy.
You don't even get up. You just sit there and let them do their thing. But how much do you appreciate what your starters have not only just done in this postseason, but just knowing every single day you have a guy on the mound that can shut the other team down?
No, it's great. And, the great Joe Torre said, just keep me out of it, Let me just sit back and eat my seeds and chew my gum. But you know what? Our starters, Derek, have been fantastic, and they're just giving us length. And, it's nice when you have a starter every single night, you feel like you got a good chance to win the baseball game. And that's what we have. And, there's been a lot of talk about our bullpen. They haven't been doing the job, this, that, and the other. But those guys stepped up, and even Clayton Kershaw getting one of the biggest outs tonight, right?
Awesome. That was
and
awesome.
He was up for 3 innings. And for him to come and get that huge out. So the starters, the whole pitching, the run prevention, and those pitchers picked our hitters up tonight.
I want to ask you, what's fun about the World Series? Obviously, there's so many superstars here, but you always have a hero that maybe America has never seen before. So Will Klein's been traded 3 times in a calendar year, and most pitches ever threw in a game was 36. You're sitting back watching this tonight. What are you watching? What are you seeing, especially that last inning gutting through?
I'm watching growth. I'm watching, maturity, and, he's arrived. And, you can say whatever you want about, the baseball card, what he hasn't done, but you can't quantify what's inside, right? And he was not looking to come out of the game. He knew he was the last man standing. And so he stepped up huge, and he's a hero. He's not an unsung hero. He's a hero. And another guy on 1 day's rest, you saw that guy in the bullpen. Yeah. This is Yamamoto saying, I want the baseball. I've had 1 day's rest, and he was going to come out for the 18th, 19th, 20th inning, whatever it was. But he was ready for that too. So it took everybody on the active roster to win 1 baseball game, and it's something special.
Dave, we'll let you go catch your breath, but Shohei's good to go tomorrow?
Shohei's good to go. Cramps and all, he's going. He's pitching.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Hey, listen, I heard you guys have a lot of good bedroom in there. Are you sleeping here or are you going home?
No, you know what? One thing I said is I am never going to sleep at the ballpark. Hey, when I have to sleep at the ballpark, then it's time for me to move on. So I'm going to go home.
I got to be here early. Can I sleep in your office?
Yeah, I got an outhouse for you. I put my dog and other people, that company that I don't like, I stick them out there. All right, fellas, thank you.
Enjoy it. You're the man. Appreciate it. Dave Roberts, manager of the Dodgers. Wow, what a win. What a win, and great stuff for Dave. You see the emotion, the energy with him. He's just like, wow, what just happened, right? There's so many things that were so wild and so cool about tonight. You have you guys are talking about, you have a guy who made playoff history, tied major league history, most times on base 9. It's been done rare before, never in the playoffs. The dude is starting on the mound for you the same day, later today. Not even sure how to put that into words, really, but it's just incredible. And like Dave said in the interview, they're walking him with the runner on in extra innings. You would never do that in a playoff game.
いきなり結論からいこう。18回裏、ロサンゼルスの夜が割れた。フレディ・フリーマンが振り抜いた瞬間、ドジャースタジアムは静寂の爆発に飲み込まれ、ワールドシリーズは2足1でドジャースがリード。18イニング。なんな。それは選手だけでなく、観客の神経までも削り切る数字だ。だが、これは偶然の勝利ではない。必然の一撃だ。ありだが、この1球に至るまでの11イニング連続無得点。その地獄を除かずに語ることはできない。10回から18回まで、スコアは動かない。この時間。両軍は1球の価値をしかの10倍に釣り上げる投手運用を続けた。延長にいれば、レギュラーシーズンのような2塁に自動走者の甘さはない。 出塁、希望、凡退、空洞。ベンチは打順の巡り、ダイソーの客、守備固めの範囲、そして次のイニングの先頭打者まで読み切り、一手のミスがシリーズ全体を溶かすことを知っている。この点のない時間の中心で、球場の重力をねじ曲げたのが、翔平大谷、翔平、大谷だ。今日の主語は勝負。大谷はこの夜、9度出塁、敬遠、四球、ヒット、10人計は違えど、9回だ。相手がバットを握らせまいとするたび、ドジャースは一塁に試合終了の火種を置いた。問題はここからだ。大谷を歩かせる。ムーキー・ベッツとフレディ・フリーマンにかけるということ。ブルージェイズの選択は合理か、それとも恐怖の基調か。数字は残酷だ。9回の出塁は、守る側の神経が崩れる回数でもある。ないにもかかわらず、ドジャースは折れない。理由はただ一つ、救援陣の持久戦勝利だ。名手はシンプルでいい。4イニング無失点、72球。ウィル・クラインは、自分の履歴書をたった一夜で書き換えた。プロで30球以上を投げた経験がなかった右腕が、82球で延長戦の土台を作る。数字は嘘をつかない。4、0回無失点は、スコアにまだ負けないという文字を刻み、ベンチに、もう一手呼吸を与えた。この舞台では、スターだけが主役じゃない。耐える者が物語を進めるのだ。対だが、耐久戦は相手を削る。ブルージェイズには具体的な歪みが生じていた。ジョン・シュナイダーは、一点守りきりの設計図で延長へ突入した。だが、守りきりが破綻した瞬間から、攻撃力がごっそり削れた。バッターを引き上げ、守備を固め、継投を重ねるたびに、後半下延長の反撃パーツが消えていく。さらに悪いことに、センターのジョージ・スプリンガーは右側部の違和感で MRI。ラインナップはバージャー、カーク、スプリンガー不在という緊急事態。延長の谷地から9イニング分。脅威の匂いが薄れたのは偶然じゃない。なんその上で迎えた18回裏。もう一つの見えない敵がいた。西海岸の空気だ。深夜の南カリフォルニアは、湿度という鎖を投げ込んでくる。マリンレイヤー、カイビソウが打球の最後の一伸びを盗み、スタンドの手前で失速させる。よく飛んだのに、落ちる。それでも、この球場は知っている。2018年、ここで18回の死闘を制したのは、マックス・マンシーの一撃だったと、歴史は繰り返さない。ただ、韻を踏む。そして今夜、韻を踏んだのはフリーマンだった。まるでは、なぜ歩かせ戦術は最後に自分の喉を締めたのか、確信に触れよう。理屈は正しい。大谷を歩かせ、次を抑える。だが、9回も安全策を選ぶと、守備側は自分で火薬庫を積み上げることになる。塁上のランナーは、投手の配球を狭め、守備位置を固定し、一本の単打で試合を終わる。ドジャースの打順はムーキー・フレディという2連ジャン。確率の正義は、流れという悪魔に敗れることが、倒る。メイ。そして18回裏、悪魔は微笑んだ。次の瞬間、歴史は上書きされる。フリーマンは英雄ではない。反復する最後の語り手だ。序盤で苦しみ、途中で修正し、最後に結論を出す。これが勝者の型。シリーズ2走1。数字は一歩だが、真理は2歩前へ出た。ブルペンの自信。ベンチの決断速度。打者の初球スイング2-2ゲーム4の最初の5球は、すでに今日の82球と9回出塁の影を背負う。だが、話はここで終わらない。明日、大谷が先発に戻るからだ。休養は24時間すらない。9度出塁した翌日に先発という狂気のスケジュール。体は限界の先を知っている。だが、相手ベンチはもっと知っている。9軍テオの恐怖を、明日も味わうことを、タイドジャースは歩かせるのか、勝負するのか、決断の迷いは、1イニングに3球分の遅れを生む。ポストシーズンでは、 それが命だ。鬼だからこそ、ゲーム4の冒頭5分がシリーズの空気を塗り替える。ブルージェイズよ、この敗戦を二度負けにするな。守りきりの美学は美しい。だが、反撃の種を残さないベンチワークは、勝ち筋を自ら潰す。スプリンガーの状態次第で打線は再編必須。早い回での機動力投入、3番以降の再配列、そして、歩かせない勇気。ドジャースよ、この勝利を3度勝ちに変えろ。クラインの C12 球はシリーズの背骨になった。足の先手を奪え。初回から一塁を踏め。歩かせるという敵の恐怖を、得点という現実に換算し続けろ。そして、あなたの目撃が歴史を確定させる。ここからが本番だ。これが18イニングの真相だ。9度の出塁、72球の献身、そして二足一の重み。意見は割れていい。歩かせ続けるべきだった。真っ向勝負すべきだった。コメントであなたの一手を教えてくれ。今夜の一振りに賛成か、反対か、次の主役は、あなたの声だ。ビジュアル。エイグリー割るディサグリーの2択オーバーレイコメント誘導。